Hi, I'm Ollie from New Hope Christian Fellowship. Welcome to our April video. I just want to share a few of the things that are going on in the life of the church over the month of April. We've got Chris and Lucy Kempshall coming on the 7th, and Chris and Lucy have been long-standing friends of ours over many years, and it's sure to be a morning where he speaks a word of hope and a word of faith, and we're just delighted to have Lucy and the whole family with us over that weekend. It promises to be a really good weekend. The following weekend, I'm going to speak a message. It's a message I first preached maybe going back 25 years ago, called loyalty versus conviction, or preference versus conviction, or even preference versus covenant. We all kind of get into relationships based on preference. When we get a best mate, we prefer spending time with them. When we start to get a girlfriend and it leads to something and develops into something more serious, we start to prefer spending time with that person over spending time with our friends. We love to be with them. But I think for most people, over time, some of that preference dissipates and the relationships become clunky and can become difficult. And that's where covenant relationship really kicks in. And so we're going to be looking at what's the difference between preference, where you prefer to be with somebody, and covenant or conviction, where you know that you're called to be somewhere and you're called to be in that relationship. And what can we do to overcome those tricky periods where life just gets clunky and difficult and hard? And so please do be around on that Sunday the 14th. Then we've got our Easter weekend, the following weekend. We've got a service on the Good Friday. We've got some invite cards here. We've got the message, who do you say that I am? This will be a great invite event for those of no faith, for some of little faith, and those of great big faith. It promises to be a great night of celebration as we come to give thanks to God for all that he's done through Jesus Christ on the cross at Calvary. And then on that Sunday morning, I'm going to speak a message called Total Forgiveness. And this has been a message that's been on my heart for a few weeks now about what does total forgiveness look like. And I was just hearing something a few weeks ago. One of the ladies from the fellowship was sharing how she had to get to a place of forgiveness after 70 years almost of struggling with a couple of issues, and that God was able to pour out his total forgiveness upon her life. And so I want us to really explore that theme. And then the following week, one of our distinctives as a church, we have Reach, Preach, Teach, we have Encounter, Inspire and Serve, and then we have Loyalty, Generosity and Being Christ-like. And Nev's going to bring a message on the 28th about loyalty, just developing some themes that he spoke at a recent Bible study. So do purposely get involved throughout the month of April. It's going to be a time of rest as we take some time off from the midweek Bible studies, but do commit to get involved. Come on a Sunday. It'd be great to see you. God bless.